Afternoon. It's indeed a privilege and an honor that we could be requested to partner with the panelists as well as transport events for Namibia to promote Namibia as cargo and transshipment gateway for SADC. And I want to start by saying that Namibia is ranked #1 in Southern and Western African countries for seaport efficiency by World Economic Forum. And I'll really illustrate that as a strategy that came through, which we achieved through sheer investments in infrastructure and training. And in terms of our port connectivity, we just want to illustrate the location of Namibia in SADC and in Africa, indeed, in Southern Africa. And we have two ports, Port of Walvis Bay and Port of Lüderitz. And on the left-hand side, we just demonstrated the shipping lines that are calling our ports. We have two ports, as I indicated, and the two ports that we have, first one is the Port of Walvis Bay. And we have positioned Port of Walvis Bay as a logistics hub, connecting SADC and West African region to international markets. And over the past 2 years, we have increased the throughput capacity. Our container throughput capacity was 350,000 2 years ago. Today, we have a throughput capacity of 750,000. With the container tonnages, the general cargo, including the containers, we have increased our throughput from 5.5 million tonnages in cargo to 10 million tonnages. That's really what we can handle as Port Authority, both in Walvis Bay and Lüderitz. Other than that, apart from cargo handling, we have one-stop shop initiatives. We have a ship and repair facility and a synchro lift that can also serve as vessels and rigs. But what is interesting, as part of the strategy to develop Namibia as a logistics hub, we are availing land for warehousing, about 28 hectares at the North Port. We are also availing land, 82 hectares for liquid bulk, and also a truck port, about 10 hectares. And North Port is about, you can see on the screen, that circle there, that's basically our location of the North Port, and it has 1,300 hectares of land. In terms of Port of Lüderitz, we are positioning Port of Lüderitz as a bulk port of choice, and Port of Lüderitz can handle additional 2 million tons of cargo. And the focus market of Port of Lüderitz is the Northern Cape, where we are targeting the manganese as well as the grapes. We know that 80% of world manganese is in the Northern Cape area. And you can see on your right-hand side, the road and railway link to Port of Lüderitz. Again, this also covers the positioning of Port of Lüderitz. But what is important is, because we are talking about cross-border, and I just wanted to illustrate today the cargo throughput that's coming through and how it has increased. I think we see an increase of 32%, and we have illustrated the countries from which we are receiving the cargo, with Zambia having the biggest chunk of 36%, followed by South Africa. But you can see the year-on-year increase in terms of volumes. We are comparing 6 months that ended September from 1st of April, and then last year, and then for this year. And you can see a massive increase in the cargo volumes. That certainly demonstrates that our efforts in terms of repositioning the ports are really working. What we have done is that we have noted that we have landlocked countries or land-linked countries, and our topic is land-linked and hinterlinked. But today, as Namibia and as Namibian Ports Authority in particular, we are coming through to say that DRC is not landlocked, Zambia is not landlocked, Zimbabwe is not landlocked, Botswana is not landlocked, and these countries, we have given them land at the Port of Walvis Bay that is within 200 meters of the most efficient seaport in SADC, So those are the sizes of land that's available for the various countries. And they have really established these tripods and they are functional. The next slide just indicates our competitiveness with various ports that are within the region. You can see from the hinterland, if you look from Zambia, Lusaka, how many days it takes from Dar es Salaam to, from Lusaka to Dar es Salaam, it's about 10 to 21 days. Walvis Bay to Lusaka, 8 days. Durban, 10 to 14 days. And Beira, 5 to 10 days. But in terms of the reliability and the ranking, we are ranked #1, and the study was done by Hamburg Port Consulting and CDC. So I think this is a clear demonstration that our efforts in terms of efficiency, infrastructure investment, and training is really working. Just to illustrate our position that what we are saying is not coming out of Namibia, but indeed from the global leaders. You will see that the World Economic Forum has done an assessment of various ports, and I've just highlighted the sub-Saharan Africa. Guinea is the only one that's doing better than us, but Namibia is ranked 35 in the world. In 2018, we were ranked 41, and it is simply a massive improvement. And the efficiencies and assessment is really looking at the frequency of vessel calls, punctuality, speed, and then price. The country that is ranked the highest in the world is Singapore. And you can see in terms of the score difference, it's really not a massive difference between us and the best in the world. So we can applaud ourselves in terms of the investments that we are making. The next slide that is probably of concern to us and that we need to focus on going forward is the border clearance. In terms of border clearance, which looks at the customs and the other related activities at the border, we are not really doing well. We are ranked 67 in the world. So it's something that we have to improve as Namibia, because for us to improve the cross-border trade, that's the area that we need to engage constantly. And our colleagues from Walvis Bay Corridor Group is constantly, together with us, engaging all the role players within that space so that we can improve the border clearances. But in conclusion, I don't want to take long. What is that we need to do as Namibia and as a country to improve our internet access, to improve our efficiencies? We believe that we need to invest in training and human resources. We need to implement port community system and the single window system. We are making progress with that. That would really help with the seamless clearing of documentation and visibility. We also need to improve on our border and clearance bottlenecks that we have. We need to invest in real and key logistics infrastructure. And we need to constantly, number 5, reduce the cost of doing business across all the sectors. If we as Namibia manage to focus to do these few things, I'm sure that you as a country improve the cargo throughput. You help the landlocked countries to move their cargo more efficiently through our 2 ports that we have. And these few words, I would really like to thank you and look forward to the comments that will come through and the presentations from the other panelists.